Good evening and welcome to Rockstar UK. Right, so in this episode we are going to continue the build series. This is episode 2. I want to say again, proudly supported by the Ruck Shop. I'm also going to throw in One Piston Racing, which is Ryan, Burnout Bobby's like brand that he's got. Go over to his channel, buy hats, buy stickers and all the other nice things that he does to help support his channel. Also, if you want any stickers from myself, drop a comment below and we'll get you sorted out. So currently we are in the living room. So basically what I've just done is taken off the headlight bracket, we've taken off this front cowling, so I'll disconnect that. What I'm going to do is probably snip it and I'll put a connector in. I've got to do some massive tidying up because it's not too bad, but there's just so much crap in there that's not needed. So like for example, coming down to the back end of the wiring harness, it's just a mess and it could be done so much tidier. So there's things like this, which is the auto choke, that can be cut out. So this is the rear light. It's just integrated into the loom. It's just been done really badly. So we're going to cut that, put a connector on there as well. I'm going to get rid of the neons. If anybody wants this loom, message me. I've made it myself. It's all, can you see the autofocus? So it's all pectail braided. It's not particularly brilliant wire, but it does the job. We're going to take out all the cables, take off the handlebars. I'll take the front end setup off. What I'm going to try to do is actually take the brakes off, because I'm going to remove this bracket and take the brake off so that I don't have to bleed it again, because it works really well. So we've got to take the front plate off, because I'm basically trying to get the frame ready to be painted black. This paint's really good and it's quite a good base coat. So what we're going to end up doing is, we're not going to take this back to bare metal. We're actually just going to etch this back, re-prime it, smooth it down, and then paint this black. So let's get to it. Right, so currently just doing this front bit on here. So I'm just basically just taking all the connectors out one by one, but what the hell is this? It's just really poor. I mean, I don't know if you can see the mess. Ryan, if you're watching this, get over here and help me sort this out. Oh, look, there's piggybacks in there. It's like, what the hell is this mess? There's just, that's not even going anywhere. It's just not even going anywhere. Look, Brian, come and sort it out, please. Right, so I am pooped. And look at the state of this lot. So frame. So we've got the frame down pretty much bare. Obviously I'm going to take the headset off, take all the bearings out, drop the triple tree. What I've got to do is, I mean, this is really rusty and I can't, look, can you feel how notched that? Look, bearings are knackered in that. Yeah. So I'm actually going to re-tap these holes in here because they look like they need a good clean. So this is all rusty. I'm probably going to shot blast this so that I can redo it in black. We have rust in here. So next thing, take the headset off. I can't believe that actually none of this has been ground, you know, like flatted back ready for the grounds. It's pretty poor actually. So we've got the wheel off, we've got the handlebars down there. The only reason is because I've kept the brake line on. I don't want to re-bleed that, so I'm going to disassemble that next. The loom is a bunch of hot mess. I'm so disappointed in that loom and whoever did it. I'm not even going to attempt it. I think I might just buy a new ATR harness. Over there, that's my Trail Tech Vapor. That's just another piece of loom that came off. Obviously, that is the battery box, or battery tray as you want to call it. Headlights. I'm literally just working whilst chilling out on the sofa. So yeah, just going to carry on plodding. So headset, get the triple tree off, and then that means that the frame can go off to meet the other frame in paint. With this front frame, it's actually really good condition, so what we're probably going to do is just give it a key up, and there's literally no damage on it. I mean, it's a very good condition frame. So just going to key up the paintwork, put a layer of primer on it, probably flat that back, and then paint it gloss black. Now it's a friend of mine that's doing the paintwork. He's done an awesome job of my ankle biter kit, so I've got no problems. Now my rear frame has actually been a bit of a trouble. We tried sandblasting it, and the paint itself has got like almost like a coating. It's very rubbery. So what we've done is we've basically keyed it up, put some aircraft grade paint stripper on it. It's gone like a skin. It's horrible. So basically we're taking the frame right back to bare metal on the rear frame anyway, and that'll be gloss black. Hopefully the whole lot will come together. I've got to order some bits from the ruck shop. I want to get the frame bolts with the nice washers. I want to get the battery box dress up kit. Also, I'd like to get the fuel cap. Not the fuel cap, sorry, what I'm on about. Gas tank. There you go, saying American things again. The fuel tank, that's better. Fuel tank dress up kit. And any other bolts that need a nice dress up kit. I also want to get the frame splitters and stuff like that, but that can come down the line. So first things first is the engine is in the garage, so that's ready to mask up. So we'll do that next. Mask the engine up, paint the engine black, but I also want to put, whilst the engine's off, I want to put a 171 61mm bore kit, and I'm probably going to go for the Tider kit. It's only a 10-20 quid more, so I might as well go for the forged piston Tider kit. Put that together, then we can paint the whole thing, and yeah, let's carry on. So good afternoon. Sorry about looking a bit worse for wear, but my whole family's been a little bit poorly. I don't feel 100%, but you got to get on with stuff. So today I want to take off the variator, drive phase, the clutch, and the stator off of the engine, which is down here. So what I will have to do, you can see here, you have to take off this nut, then you have to use a puller which looks like this. So it's reverse thread, so it'll go onto there, you screw it on, and this bit basically just pulls that off on the shaft. Then behind that there's a series of bolts so that we can take the electrics away. I'm thinking of taking the hub off and then just masking up the the shaft, so that when I paint I can paint this up really nicely. I'm not too sure yet, I might just mask up the hub, but in all honesty if I took this off it would look better. So clutch, tri-phase, variator, take the belt off. We're going to be getting rid of all the what do you want to call it, kickstart lever, so that we can fit our ankle biter kit. Also in the post, it's still on its way. We've got a 171 bore kit. I'm going to be using the standard head for now, until I can get the the tighter big valve head. But really what they need is just a bit of porting. So on the inlet there's like a ridge in here, which is obviously for the valve. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can just about see it. You can smooth that out a bit. Same on the exhaust side. So let's get to it. Just want to say, in the last video I did the Jay's Wax show wax on the back end of the Mark 1 Escort. I opened up the garage today and it's been a few days, and I can still smell it. I mean, I can actually still smell it in there, which is quite pleasant. Also the Fiesta, as you can see on the Fiesta, let's get a bit close up. The beading is quite impressive for that quick detailer, and I mean this needs a proper decontamination, clay barring. It just needs the full works, but it's my daily, so I'm not too worried. There's the wife's new car, but yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. And I mean the shine is still there, and I have driven it, used it and that. So anyway, back to this stuff. Let's get to work on the engine. So this nut here is a 17. Literally stick it on, that'll come off. Use your puller, wind it out as far as it will go. And this is a reverse thread, so screw it on and then just start winding that in. And again, 17. Oh, sorry, wrong way. There we go. Pulls that off. Now, you'll have a little washer. You'll notice there's a little key on here where that needs to fit. Okay, so you can only put it on one way. Right, so we've got a couple of 8mm in there, so I'm just gonna buzz them off. Oh, if this will work. Have to do that with a spanner. Anyway, we can whip these off. Quite long bolts, as you can see. And those, you've got this little bracket. There you go. Little bracket which basically stops the wires from catching on the flywheel. So make sure you keep all this together because you're going to need it again when we replace it. This is an 8-pole stator, and we're going to replace it with the with an 11-pole. But these wires don't look particularly healthy anyway. Okay, so now we've got our 8-pole stator off. Literally, when it was on there, well, it was an 8mm socket, so what's that, M6. Slide that off, and your pickup off of these two. And I've just literally used some WD-40 bike degreaser. And what I do is I get a little paintbrush, but I snip it short and give it a good clean up. Right, so now I've just spun the engine round. We're going to take off our drive phase, variator, clutch, and the belt, but we're also going to remove all of the kickstart mechanism that you can see here. So where is it? There it should be 17, I believe. So yeah, 17 and 17, and they're literally gonna you have to impact them off, otherwise they just won't come off. You can see it spins anyway, so you might want to give it a bit of support when you do it. And then we'll pinch the belt. Well, you see it's already giving it some slack just by doing that. Then we can pull that off, clean it all in there, and get it ready for the new trick bits. But I think I'm gonna paint that first. I'm gonna drop the gearbox oil, drop the engine oil as well. I've left it in there at the moment because I've been told it might help with the lubricating in the barrel, but yeah, we'll just drop it anyway. Watch me do it then. Right, so the wonders of Loctite. I mean, there's a lot of WD-40 residue in them, so don't lose those because you're going to need them. Don't need that, we got a new one. So belt can come off, clutch can come off. The belt here is quite very good condition, so I'm just gonna clean this up and reuse it. So on mine, these are your dimension marks. So I've got an 842 2030. So, and it's very supple belt still, that's good. So next job, pull all of this off together, and there's your weights in there. There's your variator and your weights, and that's your slider. This goes in there. Almost feels like a performance one. But yeah, we got a new one of them anyway. So just inspect the stuff that you are going to be reusing, such as like your shaft, your teeth, and your threads, to make sure that they're not damaged. Now these shafts that are in here, all of this is going to be being removed. So first of all, we'll remove that bolt. Now you've got a spring in here which you've got to be careful of because it could kick out, so just mind your fingers, give it a wiggle, pull it out, and then the next bit you've basically just got to get a screwdriver in and just click this fork out, and then that should unclick as well. So I'll get to that now. Right, so stay tuned, because in the next video we're going to be installing our 171cc bore kit. We're also going to be masking up the engine and hopefully painting it all. After that, the frame will come back and we'll start piecing the bike back together, and I'll show you all the bits obviously along the way on the install. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, get the word around of Ruckus UK, and I'll see you all you guys in the next video.